Good evening, guys, and happy Sunday, Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. It feels like a Sunday. We got together with family today. I think I just mentioned that to you guys that we were getting together for like our family party because two of my cousins' birthdays. But it's actually sort of like, even though I have another cousin and my mom whose birthday is, like my mom's birthday just passed, we ended up going there today, and like we never, I don't think, unless, other than maybe for Christmas, like if like Christmas falls on like a weekday, we might get together like the day after Christmas, or like again like a couple days after Christmas, or sometimes like the day after, or on like New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, or like something like that. Anyway, those would be like the only times that I think we've ever like gotten together on a random weekday. Because like even for like a Labor Day or something like that, like we don't normally wind up getting together. So it was really weird today. I kept thinking all day it was Sunday because of that. But no, it was Monday, guys. So yes, that is what we ended up doing. That was where we ended up going. That ended up, I think we left around 2 o'clock-ish or something like that, which honestly I did not have much time in the morning. I pretty much ended up waking up, I had my coffee, and while I was doing that I ended up, because I think I honestly got up around 10 or 11 o'clock or something. And then too, it took me forever to figure out something to wear today, because I was just like, originally I had something sort of planned out and I was like, okay, that's what I'll wear. And then my mom's like, it's cold out, and like it wasn't super chilly, it was like cooler. I don't know what the actual temperature was for today, but I know I looked for tomorrow. It's supposed to be only 77 as a high, so I'm thinking that again it was probably mid 70s, something like that today, so it was a little cooler out. And so then when my mom said that, I was like, well, because I was gonna wear like a long sleeve and like shorts, and then I ended up changing into a tank top, and then she's like, well, it's gonna be cool outside, and I was like, okay, like, and I know I'm normally always freezing cold, and even too with what I ended up wearing, which I just threw this on actually when we were in the car ride home, but I was wearing like pants and like a tank top instead. And then like I said, I brought this just in case I was cool, but it wasn't too bad like when we were outside, because we were sitting outside in my aunt and uncle's house on the back porch, and it was okay. But then as like it sort of ended up like, I don't know, when we were eating dinner, like then the sun was sort of like hidden like by their house, like because it was setting at that point, and then I was like, wow, in the shade it is really cool. So yeah, like I said, I was actually sort of happy I dressed warmer, but I felt like it took me forever to figure out something to wear today, because I was like, I don't know, like, and I didn't want to wear something that was like, like it wasn't like a super, like we weren't getting together for some super fancy party sort of thing or anything like that. So I was like, I don't want to wear anything like super fancy. And then too, I was like, I don't know what to wear though that's still like a nice, like, will keep me warm but I'll still be cool, and so like I said, I don't know, it just took me forever. But before I figured out my clothing situation, while I was having my coffee still, I was actually working on my Meyer list, because I did not end up doing, because again, it's Monday already, and I was like, oh, like, so everything for me now this week is going to be a whole day behind because of that. So like the vlogs too, I actually didn't edit anything over the weekend, and I didn't edit again today because like I said, we were gone for most of the day. We didn't get home until probably about 7 o'clock or later, something like that. So I was like, okay, well, at least I can work on that. So I did wind up getting at least all of the like couponing portion of like my list done for Meyer. So like all the M-Perks deals I finished up, and so I went over that, and I did look at Jewel's list tonight because it's late enough that they actually put their like ad out now, so I was able to take a look at that too. But like I said, as far as Meyer goes, I was able to make my list for that and worked on that while I was having my coffee, like I said, this morning. Then I ended up trying to figure out something to wear. Then I ended up getting dressed and ready. Then we ended up leaving. I think the party started, or my mom said something like 3 o'clock, but possibly like 2:30 was when people are going to start getting there. So I actually think we ended up leaving by about 1 o'clock. And like I said, I didn't end up getting up super early either. So I didn't have a whole ton of time this morning really to, like I said, do anything. And then I ended up, like I said, we ended up going over there. And my aunt actually, she ended up making, and I think I wanted to ask her, and then at the end, when we were all leaving, I was trying to look for her. I think by that time when I was trying to find her to actually ask her, I think she was outside saying goodbye to one of my other aunts. And but I wanted to ask her because she ended up making me and my cousin, we both don't eat meat, so she ended up doing brats, hot dogs, and I think they did ribs on the grill, but she ended up actually getting for me and my cousin, I think it was maybe the Beyond Beef like sausage, because we did, or like the brats or whatever, because we did wind up actually having those, like she was like, these are vegetarian. And the only brand that I'm thinking of that I'm kind of sure, there might be like a I think it's called Life Light or something. I don't actually think that's one of the few, like I said, meatless brands that I've ever not had. I think I saw the Baco burgers maybe. I think I have not had those either. But as far as like meatless burgers and stuff like that, I have tried a lot of them, just not, like I said, all of them. And I've never was a huge sausage slash brat person or anything like that, so I was like, I don't know if I would really like those. Like, you know, the ones that I know, I think, like I said, Beyond Beef just came out with those recently, and like I said, I've seen them in stores, so that might have been what she ended up picking up, like I said, for me and my cousin to have. But I had one today, and the one thing that I didn't really ever like about, like, you know, like sausage sort of, was that a lot of times, and I think it's in brats, like I think they use like the caraway, I think it's the spice or seasoning, whatever it is, like the herb, I think, something like that. I think it's like, I think that's what it is. I'm not totally sure. But I was actually really surprised, because although it actually didn't have exactly the same textures like a brat sausage hot dog sort of, I felt like it was actually very similar, but it reminded me a lot of like the soy, like Beyond Beef patty, which is why I really think that that was what it was. But it had that actual flavor that, like I said, I'm not actually a huge fan of in like the sausage and like brat sort of like seasoning, you know, whatever they end up adding to the meat a lot of times, which I'm normally not a fan of. But for some reason, I actually really liked this. And like I said, that's one of the reasons why, if I've seen a sale on those, I've been normally wind up, I still buy like the Beyond Beef burgers, just because I prefer those more. And like I said, I probably still will, but knowing that, again, I don't completely dislike them, and that I'd actually possibly get them and try them, I think is really cool. So like I said, it was really good, because at first when she was like, oh my god, you guys like these brats, I was like, I wonder if those are the Beyond Beef ones that I saw. And so like I said, though, when I ended up trying it, I was like, wow, this has like the very similar texture, I felt like, to like their burgers. And then like I said, as I had it, I was like, and it has like that flavor, which, like I said, normally I'm not a fan of, but it wasn't super like overwhelming or like overpowering, but it still made me actually feel like I was eating like a sausage or like a brat. So anyways, that was really cool, that, like I said, I got to try that out, especially being that, like I said, I haven't actually tried it. I've also tried like a handful of different like beef crumbles. I think I've told you guys too, like chicken. I cannot stand like fake chicken. I will not do that. I do not mind about like fake beef, but as far as fake chicken goes, I can't stand it. The other thing too is that it was actually done really well. Like, it wasn't like overcooked, it wasn't undercooked or anything like that too. I felt like the like I said, the doneness of it was, is that a word, doneness? I feel like it was just like the perfect amount of, like I said, you know, like the grill, and like, you know, also too, like the grill taste slash flavor to that too. And we ended up having it with some really good like deli roll buns, which again too, like I haven't had, because I haven't had any type of like hot dog, or I think I did maybe try one, and I don't know exactly what brand it was, but I did try one type of hot dog, and I was, again, not a huge fan. The thing is that even some stuff that I'm like, I really do not like the way that this tastes, a lot of times I can just completely mask it in like, you know, mustard or ketchup or like something like that, to the point where I can tolerate eating it. But you know, like this was actually, like I said, I didn't mind like the taste, flavor, texture, all that kind of stuff of the brat, which, like I said, I was like, I'm wondering if I'm gonna like it or not. hot. And again, I did actually really like it because I was saying the hot dog that I tried before was some type of meatless, you know, I can't remember exactly what brand it was from, like a while ago. Maybe it was the Life or something, or Light Life or something. I can't remember. It's like on the red packaging, but I can picture it. I just can't remember the name. Anyways, I tried, I think it was a hot dog, like a you know, a meatless hot dog from there, and I just remember being like, I don't think I can finish this, because I just did not like the way that, like, it was like fake. Like the texture was still pretty like on point, I felt like, but the taste, like they tried to like flavor slash season it to like, but it tasted nothing like a hot dog, and it didn't like, and it tasted like so weird. And that's also one of the other things too, those I think they are like beef burgers or whatever from Aldi. I think they're supposed to be like flame grilled like flavor. I can't stand those. Those were one of those other ones where I got the box and I was like, I will not buy these again, because I did not like how they tasted. Although I really love Aldi's black bean burgers, and a lot of their other burgers too, their quinoa burgers, I love those. But I just did not like this flame broiled, flame grilled, whatever it was, like fake beef sort of patty that they had. And like I said, those were one of the ones where I completely had to mask it in like whatever else I was eating. Like I think I put like pickles and like ketchup, Dijon mustard, and I was throwing ketchup on there, and I had like tomatoes on it, like hoping that I can mask the taste of it, because sometimes it's more of the flavoring that ends up sort of convincing you that you're eating fake meat or whatever. And so again, when I ended up having, like I said, that one, or even like saying those hot dogs and stuff like that, it was like the flavor of it was too much, so far off, that I was like, this, you know, is like worse than actually like having a real hot dog, because it just didn't taste anything like it. And the same thing too, like I said, like with those, like the texture though, actually I really loved of those Aldi like beef sort of burgers, whatever they were. It was just the flavor I could not. And they also too, my dad said they cooked on the grill really fast, and so like the first time that he ended up doing them, he was thinking like, oh, it's like one of the Beyond or Impossible burgers or whatever, so he was thinking like it was going to take a little bit while longer. He said they grilled up so fast and he was so scared that he like burnt it, and so it was a little like, not like charred, but it was definitely a little like, I think overdone, like more on the inside too. So next time we made them, I had him put an ice cube on the top, which is actually something that you can do with just regular beef too, but it works well in the case of soy, which is most of like beef, you know, fake meat. And so I had him put an ice cube on top of it, and then actually the texture of it was really good, and I actually really loved that. But like I said before, it was like I could hardly like eat it the first time, and then the next time I liked the texture, I still just hated the taste, and I again masked the taste so it wasn't too bad. But like I said, I feel like that's the big thing, and that's why I think I don't like the chicken, because the chicken doesn't taste like the chicken. I feel like and the texture too, it's almost like I just don't like I've tried like several different types and brands of like chicken nuggets, chickenless nuggets. I don't like those at all. I will do like fake beef all day long though. I love it. But, and it's sort of funny too, because when I did eat meat, I actually sort of disliked beef more because of like the taste and texture, I think, and I liked chicken more because of the taste and texture, I think. And now it's the complete opposite. Fake meat, I love the beef, I hate the chicken. But when it's fake, it's all made out of the same thing for the most part. I think most brands a lot of times wind up using soy based whatever it is. So like I said, and I could definitely tell, I felt like that sausage or brat or whatever it was today was like made like, it was like soy, and like I said, I think that's actually what I like a lot. And so it actually, again, it was pretty tasty. But anyways, I am going to take a shower now and get to bed, guys. Like I said, I have had not even a long day. It felt like that. And I was like, also too, I felt super tired by the end of the day today. Like, I don't know like what it was from too. It was just like from being out with people, when I feel like I haven't gotten together with anybody in a while. Like I've seen people like, you know, randomly since then. Like I saw 2 of my aunts at one point. like a couple, I think it was several weeks ago. But like I said, I don't know. We haven't done anything in a big group recently. Maybe that's why I'm just like, wow, I'm peopled out. I'm tired today. So I don't know. Or maybe too is just because I woke up really late and my body's like, nope, actually you needed more sleep today. And I didn't go to bed super late last night either, so I don't know why. But anyways, trying to get to bed at least a little earlier today. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's vlog though. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.